Hello and welcome to Introduction to Field Timesheet and Activities Training video. My name is Jamie Walsh and I'm bringing you this training on behalf of the Field Education Program of the Social Work Department at Westfield State University. This video will cover what you need to know to get started with timesheets and cover key points to pay attention to. We'll spend the majority of our time in IPT creating a mock timesheet and reviewing the key points. Some of the key points to pay attention to are the importance of dates, the way in which totals are calculated, the review of activities section, signatures, and the all-important save. So what do you say? Let's head over to IPT and let's get started. I've gone to www.runipt.com and that's brought me to our main login page. I'm going to utilize a test student username for this video. Click on Login. As we've mentioned, all necessary forms are going to be found in the My Forms section. Click in here, and as you'll see, we've got our field timesheet and activities. So let's click on View. And initially, this is going to look pretty empty, pretty bare, as the student is required to add the weeks in as they move along. See up here at the top, we have field timesheet and activities, academic year and student name. When you're in your specific account, you're going to see your current year and your name. And field instructors, you'll see the student's name whose timesheet you're reviewing. So why don't we go ahead and let's try to add a week. Click right here on the green addition symbol, and that populates our week for us. As we've talked about, dates are really important and you need to be mindful of them. The weeks start with a Monday, so we're going to want to pick a Monday date. Let's go with September 9th. And then over here we have our week, Monday through Sunday. It's important that you remember that each day you want to input the number of hours completed for that day, not the time frame. So let's say Monday I completed 5 hours, Wednesday I completed 5.5, 5.5, that represents that half hour, that 0.5. Friday came in, I was able to complete 5 hours. What you'll notice right here, total hours, is blank. You don't have to do anything here. When you go through and actually sign for the week, the system will automatically calculate your total hours for that week. I'll point that out once we're done with this week. Right here we have review of activities. That's next. This is where you want to think about the skills you've learned during this week and specific activities that you've done. Let's check off those that apply. For the purpose of this training, let's say you attended a team meeting, you completed some trainings, and you participated in individual supervision. So with that, let's just double check our week, because the next part will be signature. So before you sign anything, always double check your data. So let's double check our start date for the week. We've got a Monday date. I've got my number of hours, not time frame, and I've got my activities checked off. Let's go right over here to week signature, this blue hyperlink. Click on that, and this is where we're going to sign for this week. So I'm just going to type in the username I've been using, test student, and then click on submit signature. See at the top, signature is recorded. And now that we've completed the signature, I want to point out the hours. So over here for your week, total hours has been calculated for you. You've got the 15.5. The other piece that I want to point out, over here in the right-hand corner, you have total hours semester to date. This is where your hours will be calculated and tallied for the entire semester. So right now, they reflect the 15.5 because we only have the 1 week listed. The other piece to note at the moment, there is no space for the field instructor to sign. There's no hyperlink for them. At this point, once you've signed the student, IPT generates an email that gets sent to your field instructor notifying them that they have a document to sign. Once they go into IPT, they will then have the hyperlink available where they can review the week and sign, reflecting that the week has been completed. With that, what do you say we give it another try and add another week? So under this first week that you completed, you've got the green addition symbol. You want to click on that. Populates a new week for you. Again, our weeks start with a Monday. Let's pick the next Monday date, which would be the 16th. Let's get that typed in there. Again, for the week, it's the number of hours completed each day, not time frame. Say Tuesday, I did 4 hours. Thursday, I did 4 hours. And Friday, I did 3.5 at 0.5. Again, don't do anything with total hours. The system's going to calculate that for you. Review of activities. Let's say this week I completed training again. I participated in individual supervision, and I also got to participate in my first group supervision. Again, let's double check our week. We've got our Monday date. We've got number of hours, not time frame. We're going to click on week signature, that blue hyperlink. Type in our name again. Click on submit signature. Signature has been recorded. Let me come up to the top here for us. So again, as we see, system calculated that week. We've got 11.5, and up in the right hand corner, we now have our new total hours for semester to date, which is reflecting the 27. Right now is a good time for us to talk about signatures and save. As you've noticed, each week does require an electronic signature. There's also 2 areas where you're able to save. You have save work here, which will come under the last week that you've added in. You also have a save at the bottom of the document. There's also some built-in saves. Once you've gone ahead and signed for the week, that week is now saved. However, if you come in, you input some data here, you've completed some hours, but you don't sign and you don't save, that information that you put in is going to get lost. So get in the habit of clicking on save, whether it's right here or it's at the bottom of the screen. It's crucial. You don't want to lose the work that you've put in. I'm going to click on save just so you can see, get that information saved to database. Whenever you're clicking, putting a signature, saving work, the system's going to let you know what you've done. 2 last pieces that I want to point out before we close out of the form and wrap up this training is the first one's right here at the bottom. You'll see there are required signatures. These signatures are only to be completed when the semester is over and the required hours are complete. These signatures represent the above documented hours and weeks are correct and accurate. So you've got the ones over here, week signature that you're going to sign for every week. And then you have the one at the very bottom. This one is only completed once, and it's when the completed document is all set and ready to be signed off on. And the only other thing I wanted to point out is the titles of the hyperlinks. Knowing that there are multiple places for signatures across the documents, we've really tried to make it a bit less confusing. For instance, right here, it says click to sign completed document. And when you were over here, it was week signature. So when in doubt, take a peek at what the hyperlink is saying. It's going to help you know what you're signing. And that wraps up this training video on Introduction to Field Timesheet and Activities. I hope you found it helpful and that it has provided you with a solid foundation to get started. Please reach out to the Field Education Program should you have any questions. Thank you.